Abushia celebrity kakane. My name is Champion K and Babidi and Commodity and a life experience journey abroad. Now you be sending me UK no near be sending say UK to sing. Now you yes you who be send a bear or your first time traveler and I'm put we are about first to send me. I feel no be drop rich that. Who send a rich man to near my eye. Only a bonus or ya about fresh. I remember be am fam no be a area so be about blue chibian or when the first data. Otu ni nan si ha. Timi ogidi ametie de so bi behunu na me say afei no waba na enka hwe. The here what do you know about the country? Do you have information? Radia domoko.gov.uk. The obeso hu fa UK hu bia no egu ho. I don't need to spend 30 years ansa na me hu. Ti abusua, the obetima ya abo adwumadi we ne say obela like no wa share. Na me koso aka o say wila GH. Ono nko a na sisei. Ope Ghana jesi ni bi ato e wa Abroakyire a. Ono nko a na betima nya bi ama wo. Ama wetimato. So we UK, Germany, Italy, Canada, America, Australia, Canada, Ghana jesi no. Papa wila GH. Sanso na uwe UK, upe so do nyema free UK kwa Ghana. Na wode nyema nso free Ghana eba UK. Ni nyina e wila GH. Ono nko a any bit my services na ma. Champion ma mo akwa ba bia bako de.
We have a call getting outside.
Nice one. Eradi ado me ho ye pa. Right. So for how many years were UK?
2 years and some few months. Yeah,
Okay.
2 years and some few months.
Nice one. Abusha Abroakyire de ubi di 1 hour kra na still be nya bibiaka. Obi a wetu kwan bia has a story to tell. But I think it's the first time I'm not having this exclusive interview. I mean viewers. And then they can will be a show. Yeah, show by you kakra. Ghana now what's a fine educational background at the same. And at the end now we are Ghana and Sana Utu Kwan.
Okay. Ghana, you will know Ashtown. Me mother there off from up on my father, so if it met him, Boabasa, Ebaname. See. Okay. It's straightforward. The estate now Ashtown Kakra, Eko GHS near Primary, and send a movie I could never walk. Into a walk and Kuri GHS, St. Elizabeth. We GHS na Yamencha, the Minya single grade, Dura, Prempe College. See, me Prempe College the year 2018. And I'm doing Prepper College now. I say Ghana no we school na say skinny fear ASM. And then you say skinny fear crowd, but sick of 1 or 2 reasons I say me bra school into me like send sika best could be free for me. I send this guy another problem to offer the free week, you understand?
Yeah.
See, with that experience now I told myself say no, like in your school they me money pay the ADA, so I told my family say at least there on page maybe near there. So the only option was like say either so local teacher training. And I say we have a pay security service in BI. So I told them say teacher training there. I be wasting my time for 3-4 years. So we not posting 70 and 70. I be sad there more familiar any of the security service. You understand? So you draw on a minister firm, so when your options somewhere it's either immigration, police, fire and military, they're in a manager. So I told her so with Nina no manage fire service so and she was like I didn't any police, I didn't any immigration. And so that's what I chose to do because manage no. And
Now,
I said that
dear when you fire service adjuma, then I know who are found. Is it like say who's on Omobano, wow, na your fan as it?
there be also fire service very interesting. Like so yeah, it's like who's you are on more practical change say Usia book you understand because Sukosina you are getting involved. So I realized myself so we are still connecting after pandemic no and I'm realizing so we are still connecting no. There'll be like safety reasons it just share also like what is the way Middle East in Tokwa bomb so it will be a demanding job in the near future because we are still calling on say you have to look on what is going on. Now they choose you because your Ghana they choose and we survey doctor, we survey bank manager. But as say we need now reality air count, then you know what you have to do. You understand? So I told her I said manage a fire no. She was kind of surprised and I was like, okay, all right. So I'm not a pa. And on your main child, the fire service here, one of the jobs that Ghana may recommend them will be I say so the when you be the military anyway HD and car choose fire service at least who to kwaya there is no place on this on earth that, like, there is nothing like safety job. You understand?
Mm.
Say, if you'll be a fire service background, crowd, now, any new pay security job, he will always be chosen over you because
Mm.
security, no, we are sometimes come out here CPDs, yes, I'll continue professional development,
Yeah.
fire safety also. But
Mm.
which means the person, if the person has a fire background already, oh no, there is no
Yeah.
match. Nti Nejuma pair and yes, so even I didn't have the plan send me to quiet because of me. Yeah, I chose the profession for
Mm.
myself. So many Juma no, you
Mm.
understand?
Okay.
So
Yeah, her recruitment process, is it like I'm gonna require say be able some qualification be definitely at least where we SHS and definitely they will need say is it like some grade be an answer just a web track come and sign away to my kwaku rem Ghana.
Ghana Fire Service, the minimum I'm offer a D7. You
For
understand?
the core subjects. And I say all the
For the core subjects, that
mm.
for like I think it's English, math, science. Yeah, for that three core subjects, no. Maybe our
Mm.
elective, I'm the back one I'm be at the account because I think
Okay.
someone check it four subjects. So you elective back home and then the account.
Right.
But Ghana no, I call you whom you know as usual. You understand? Because Obia nipa be a passy. Oh, so
Yeah.
I would say at least say who DCB or Mantem now or new if you can when you judge man ultimately the tune him and
Mm.
also need now processes. So I say because also bua the need judge man or passion or bobo only passion about because of say if you will be now you're forcing the real. But
Yeah.
I mean child there or who say Kevin the need Ejumano. Because
Yeah.
Milkom Station Watama, there is nothing wrong. I'll be back half and all that. Because I've been to about 3 watches. And I your boss to watch will be a person me watch. Because of me na me what list ranko. But me what I see me na me no me one. Yet you copy blue watch can you see me Madam Chimpna because no open my sim too much. You understand? I say Juma there, oh yeah. Who you yeah
Mm.
no I me what I see and I'm dick I want to watch. He do want watch. He was very good. What like
Mm.
on say who page man oh and you ask questions you learn more so Jumano also first of all so page man and soon your chance now room so there was a whole lot going on untimin kasabi be so to them
Mm.
can I say
Mm. Right. Okay. Yeah, heard human nature. I think say fire some challenges here then because I say with me who videos will be online. Nancy na call to dine be shit. Me won say fire service personnel no at the bucket you couldn't soon or about doom jano. Like what are some of the challenges out? Because I think say most of the time I man for tell my temper teacher say be there is a fire outbreak I'm about seeing ho. I say I'm for no say my home cacao form. I say more like training. I say as a moon is as a service in here very poor internet or social media. Once a job to baby, most of the staff amount for can say. Na fire service for no way if your friend almost see the book from which we ban so him must more say part like whole lot of things. Problem in any thing.
oh you the first of all I think
Mm.
Ghana Fire Service a different government in the country. You understand?
Right.
Sell person be too power. You make that thing independent. So I say, when independent we are saying kuya and then you can hold one person responsible.
Mm.
Where we live in the country, I just a president and I appoint a chief officer. So it's I say politics. So to them,
Oh,
I can say
yeah.
maybe in service in meeting I make my break it down for me be more I say
Mm.
because fire safety can even generate 20% like of Ghana's budget. Some will allow fire service say operate on an owner. Safety job, especially in the UK, safety job it generates wealth, Papa. When it comes to UK, London Fire Brigade, a different government,
Mm.
chief fire officer. Ọmụ nhyɛ Birmingham for ase. Ọmụ nhyɛ wiase. Obiara wɔ ne jurisdiction. Obiara wɔ ne finances. You understand?
Mm.
So ọmụ
Yeah.
budget ɛnkɔ yie. Ọmụ ntumi generate revenue a saa board no nyinaa ɛsake ọmụ. They are not appointed by any prime minister or whatever. Ti untumi met yɛmfa wɔ adwuma ma untumi mmɛdi nkwasi asɛm. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Where we live in a country are like say you appoint two chief officer. Even before say who junior officer, you open your mouth to talk. No. Won't
Mm.
mean kasa senior man anyhow. So you cannot hold anyone accountable. But the thing is, a human angasa saying kaya maya ho chance so fire service should be independent. Go get it. You will see the differences. Also, Chroma says a fire safety legislation at sure. You be fine now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of final go straight to the service and could you be out. You understand?
Right.
So while employee with safety personnel, say be out now you have more than 13 employees you need to have a
Mm.
safety officer in that building. So we need be not a safety way in the car. You bet my final business in about £1 million. So that's kind of
Hmm.
it goes straight to the fire service. It doesn't go to
Right.
UK budget. Until omunya scano, and the tutor de omunya, and ya binding the provide more. You understand?
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
of the independent body, no. That's the same thing. And police need to make cheap politician or come easily. Oh, UK, yeah, because
Yeah.
they are independent. And ready do or choa, won't mean anything because any politics na didn't service.
Yeah.
But also Ghana system now quite centralized government. Be behind
Yeah.
my back. See, police new share MPR. Or the bibi nam ne but no or china because of so MP no police in concession because
That's true.
one you bet na juma bet me abon. See be
Mm.
there on twem on pass him, you understand? But
Yeah.
kuma saying intina ultimi who videos on social media say police need to meet celebrity no on fa on it a year
JBCBR.
or the
Yeah.
over internet no so now when you're dean. Now people who say yes or boy juma, you
Yeah.
understand?
Or you're
Because
competent. Yeah.
their system no independent.
Mm.
Whereby say I buy no because of say buying interest to women say they are working in his country. You understand? They
Yeah.
treat the police fire service in this country as in the different governments.
Yeah.
But you are in our country operating. So you still need to abide to our almost law. So I say it's
Yeah.
more regulating now. So Bibi Nkoya, the government can say something. So public now more savvy or mono so complain say, can you reduce this? You understand? Ebia
Mm.
fines being your manual maybe you understand.
Yeah.
Nti as I could check and balances. It works in a
Yeah, Juma.
decentralized government. You understand?
Right.
But in Ghana, president in a sign a bill, or they run the banners in any on sign.
Mm.
You understand? Nti sometimes and Anna like politics or a service nti a bad
Mm.
thing say and I did politics it won't be an a thing say a movie on said they will open.
Open.
See Ghana fire service there. They be a say we a civilian now, own share and tell my say. But so we share uniform Libya, you understand? Say no, the fault is not from the officer. The officers are do you all. Even if say a protocol can do you rema, onye rema. Ejuma no besua because one dum jana be kun, a bit me kun. See,
Yeah.
you do what's necessary. So me,
Mm.
I don't blame mom say like Omoko could you see the buckets anyway, sir, because me call Martin in March, me coach training now. I'm on fast every year be able to be a yes, son you more. You understand?
Mm.
And every year be I need to go back to the training school to learn. Every year be a EFCC or the echo back be every year be a quite different thing, different explanations because that like situation changes every time because right now they are learning on say you're too bomber how you approach your fasting but whereby in Ghana when Jews are 11 quanies yeah it is a will be
Mm.
attack to Ghana is here the cloning
Mm.
in shit because how to approach the Seneca you know drone you necessary your chair defense system to be
Mm.
so I say yo because your defensive no offensive fire fighting your buildings well when you're approaching you always approach defense but call at a attacking instead of so be your hose be a friend of 70 millimeter hose and then
Mm.
45 in the multi building because a more ha but Ghana you use kese
Yeah,
see,
and sometimes the friend say just a nipa bell 4 or 5 now.
it will
Mutimi
call
food.
offensive. I just say obi so mubua, but come on, more call offensive. Nipa two pe any rap
Mm.
building. Or number one, no number two, number three. I'm in a G host no about it. Timuhi ahuma no watching. Ere mamu. You understand? See,
Yeah.
and I come out on money country. I'm on fat nipa be on fire scene. So be home fire truck. No home one at 5. It will call 4.
Yeah, no with you. Yeah.
Because ɛgya no ɛnyɛ adeɛ a ɛwɔ sɛ nipa bebree to so ɔmo hia more hands they call different pumps say we need more na there are different fire stations say close so
Mm.
biara attend you
Okay.
understand. You-
Mami misa Ghana on the daily basis mo kwa adwuma. Se bia munya course baby hia. Is it like some ti adwuma mu ho saa? Just bia munya course baby hia ansa na maye adwuma. Ana mo mo yard mu ho a is it like say training bi ikoso?
You may no more Tama Community One Fire Station. And they
Mm,
met me there too. Yeah, station that your own headquarters of Tema. You understand? Your honor,
right.
we don't lower the standard. Your honor say we are Mun Yanko Sina. Your duo to be yeah duo one kuku na most of times compose you or the echo class no chair the kakribo one in the morning maybe 2 hours in the evening no be so fancy yeah station the news yeah there and sometimes crowds so you my yeah host management now that they okay now yes in I say you learn a bit because of say your near original quarters because BBC Anna one thing say your honey in your course no more because your honey center course in the bar most of the times if you are any kita appliance say wo carry foam as I carry water say be a
Yeah.
tank be a dania a shama foot me because of say ABR 1 or 2 reasons or more plans out of commission or money foam concentrate. I just say well it's the whole region I say the whole time I think it's just I think 2 or 3 fire stations been a foam concentrate like more plans as half a foam but I don't know say
Wow.
or more update na ABR or more because I don't know because when I got on so yeah appliances then you need a be the 20 years a be the 30 years
Hey.
because yeah exactly and the me I said the fire plants no boy should you know it's like a full appliance with equipment. It costs somewhere around $500,000, like 500 and something dollars. But you live in a country, I'll meet my bubble 500 million they be a bridge keke but it's kind of a bear basa. You be not you who are content bar. Same can be a fast service, independent. No musuko per mulo, nom de ye nom kucho moka. I feel saying the service like ejumano, I'm on for the
Yeah.
bedroom. Because come so who ejumana because of say ɔmo yɛ ne yie ne nti no wɔne tumi
Mm,
gye ho. You understand?
okay.
'Cause-
Right. So yɛnhwɛ yɛsɛ adwuma yɛni akatua fata no sɛ woyɛ fire service adwuma wɔ Ghana salary ni ne incentive bɛn na ɛwɔ ho because kurom ase yi koraa no ɔnsɛ ɛyɛ anamanfoɔ sɛ meyɛmfa compare but sɛ yɛmfa compare obi kuro ne standard a waduru bɛyɛ dɛ na wahu sɛ wodeɛ no wokɔ anim anaa wokɔ w'akyi kurom ase yi no
Yeah,
menial job koraa na ɛyɛ ana most of them ne incentive wɔ ho sɛ bi
yeah,
koraa woyɛ
exactly.
cleaning na woyɛ warehouse a wotumi nya free dental care gym ne anade depending sɛ wowɔ office contractor yeah, into no Ghana so no fire service no salary range any incentive being a wo.
Ghana no on my rent allowances, but
Oh
maybe
nice.
problem I want Ghana fire service on say me contract any day me nyaya no like
Mm.
there was nothing say you have life insurance and as you say those say you pay
Oh.
your farm policy in this and manner because they were saying say answer me and warrior minere you understand
Mm.
they were saying say so question kana ufam wa ebe dey say ebe show your ne oma you understand because I don't know. On say military, your police be say uni but fire
Yeah.
service, I didn't get that police in survey. And I mean who be that? Say be a film, I'm a yeshen and mother. So me my family doing the baby because I realized so much I did not quite say many opportunity be I divert into something else because
Mm.
the politics was too much. Maybe first let me be from station. Na me nyan to call me station that. But me name is ASOB. Enya akasa akasa. And
Mm.
all the senior officers no be on my side say no, men who like the booth will say that because everybody know me at station and I've been into different watch. Be so guy or Syria we very good like or juma all right. But because of say no what rank chairman in no. He said
Yeah.
office me and I told him say no like me the
Okay.
oil mention. So or yeah, yeah, be saw my time we say. And I
Oh.
call say personal attack, so I can just defend myself. And I'm a pity no. Or try so to understand I'm blocking on bony and I'm be pattern.
Hey.
And they were like, or mobile my query near that. Me, I was hoping for saying come my query no, because me after all now me own say I'm on a gradual process. You understand? Because it has to be
Mm. Okay. So upon adwuma we nyina wɔ Ghana working in fire service I think say one of the jobs I respect ye power Ghana.
yeah.
Kwan be then you see how two kwan was it like say wo nyina na wo so abrochire ho dae and I know be aso
Me me catch him mama say me not 30 years na me too kwan there's no way say opportunity back where I'll go because also sometimes you feel you have the feeling say something is going on your way you understand
Mm. Yeah.
My life started changing somewhere around 2023, where Obikwa to catch me on your family member, but he bought a car for me.
Mm.
So or Pemasem Kikinti.
Wow.
Yeah, on a Penworth real estate manager, Mr. Obin Kwachi Bernard. Or to catch him because of say I was being a good service to him.
Mm.
Now me some no like me could feel kobuan upon say machine uniform aside that me could feel like me brem say like a man in SRE. So I told my mom so everything will work fine because I can see my future say it's going high. And I'll climb fast too kind, you know. Like it was shocked. And then
Mm.
nipa na I will find okay. Obi is the or no a bit my yes papa because we know the person. So I say I
Mm.
say like Unimobi Suba I said I knew as soon as on that because that
Mm.
was not where we were looking through that angle.
Then say,
You understand?
Oma, when you do almost say, bit my board, what about Bruce, when you perform credit, say, any pana on cow,
Debbie,
Priani,
Debbie. And I mean, I had nobody say what which I say, or bedroom or say, oh, Mamma
Oma me
Kofa,
found.
bra. So
Yeah.
everything happens as a miracle, you understand?
Wow.
And I saw say, on say no more forward brabuma, Ubua progress, Bana brabuma, no, I so true, Uni, sir,
Mm.
resilience in a bit me, a man a
Yeah.
pigeon more. Na bia obi enu asem bia bu na bem na say ono agasa kan ho ahye ne ada dem but no
Yeah.
I give myself like the chance for me to explore. So I felt that feeling. So to me, be man, no catch him. I'm saying about who did he say be Anna? So Kevin OGD, but she didn't get my messages. You understand? Because
Mm.
man, me saying now, no, like there's a lot to talk about.
Okay.
There's a lot to talk about.
Right. And you know, before so be to can then I know what you have for Bruce.
Oh me. Me mentor no doctor kind of man, Mr. Bernard.
Yeah.
To me, full be say, and that for because aside send me fire service, no. So now me can say me yes can papa no anabwa. Like
Mm.
on average, month be a menya like free crowd on hoka be a 1,000, and I can't no
Oh.
na me am the year juma. Ti week be na me nya be 1,000, 2,005. Me yes was more be a was both na ska and a fire service ko juma twice in 8 days, which is like 8 times in a month. So me 22
Mm.
of days na the tree boat no dey be na me 400 profit after say me to 4. You understand?
Mm.
Weakness maybe a maintenance via maintenance and cost yeah he be a
Mm. And I said, I was sick. I said, Rebecca said, I work Ghana next Kaba in St. Paul. So why did
oh
you still
exactly
choose to say,
exactly
Ube to
me want
cry?
Ghana.
Because and a TikTok, a man for say what Ghana, and I say, we are maybe next Kaba in somewhere, you don't have to travel. So why
Yeah,
do you still
okay.
choose to travel?
I say opportunity in the buy no. Me
Mm.
one and Mrs. Staff firm say, hey, me mother me penny. So person
Mm.
there or be farm. So Mr. Kind and I'm Mr. say UGD. I say on kind is that I don't care no one. I don't know like she was even surprised. I don't say oh Kevin say still no can I'm so sad. No, besides I'm saying passport. And I'm saying me be. See, it did about 2 days now, friend no so. Oh man, me say you gonna me no queer passport. Man, I say me niska because nipa minimum no nti, I didn't want to involve my one city because ubeye we na there's nothing. You
There's a
understand? Because
Uni GDO, ma, minimum say, or Bayamanti,
we
Okoya
are trying
passport.
we are trying nipa bear 1, 2, 3, 4. Nipa bear 4 times. So I promise you will be no eba so. See na Saturday is to say ye nyina ye nim se ni nyina because oba abrechi ache oba abrechi somewhere 90 oba na e bia ye wo me because me ye wo me
Wow.
99. You understand?
Right.
So ya beti ni din ya beti so na oba ga na ye hu ni suban ne sorry. So what the American asia.
Yeah.
Ti Mr. N also mate wate miniska obeka ache no. Ti Mr. N o friend us hey was sending 30 million here but say if I go your passport too. And you
Oh,
say then you brew.
then you have,
I'm
yeah.
so sir, well and yeah passport now I want to near a call a very few baby a UKVI in the car waka.
A moving pick that time, no moving pick.
Yeah, I think said I saw a moving pick.
Yeah, you see, when you
So,
call a man building or South Liberation include the airport. Yeah, you see, I
okay.
want to make you call any moving pick will be when you call Oyi miles or yeah mine building. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, it didn't want to be and almost submit my passport. Me quite fingerprint new Biana and passport in Banabum. So many opportunity, which is like 5 years. And I was like,
Wow.
fine. See. yeah, yeah, but Dana said that. Nyame asina say when you na we be draw nsem no, you understand. See me boss na me dey to na nim say o say ni say opportunity we na my day me nyame ye nya na me catch because ono ne nipa na me trust no more because
Yeah.
who good intentions no to me for so say na fufu be pay wa abrichi ba they always sometimes e be complain e be so afa me be ba you always listen to more positive no because
Positive, yeah.
say adeɛ ɛwɔ hɔ sei na baako nya so mfa so na wonya mfa so a na kyerɛ sɛ wei ne nyansa ɛbrɛ deɛ no so nti na wohu mfa so bi ayɛ den sikafoɔ bi a saa na nti na wode business kɔto sikani anim a
Yeah.
ɔwe the left and right ɔhwɛ wei ayɛ wabɔfo wei yɛ ɔkɔɔ so he will go to that person na ɔyɛ ne yie no ɔsiki wisdom ɛwɔ ne hɔ na aboa no
Yeah.
so
Sure.
he told me sɛ with the attitude I'm doing Ghana no 72 kwan I will excel more because one who say me a young guy do but I don't settle for less and the one thing I'll almost say I choose the right way to go for what I want. You understand?
Yeah.
Say oh no side the catch up so I try me so many times and coping your fault to me this cartoon a cam was a came from a kind of washing be mammy. It was kind of dollars near that but I never touch even a dollar on the came with that.
Mm.
The fee or mama and cranny be crown why I'm da because before me say me ma and I
Yeah.
baby I'm did it mean to me
You
say
person will say,
exactly. Oh ne ma hey oh you omo fair like if you omo tip about in chen car mo share kan man no enye izu ne ma do no wakatu any you understand but I didn't na me I do with me fair so
Oh
catch him
yeah.
so no cause ana me kono nya wa hu se me yɛ mma asɛm ne sare me si so nya
Yeah.
ba ba pɛ ana me ne na date ɔno oni ex oni we me so like I met her at a very young age so I will say I'm fortunate to have
Mm.
someone in my life like that nti otumefo bebree sɛ me suban yɛ until sɛ me yɛ twitwa sɛ me yɛ se like my asɛm
Yeah.
so sɛ me tu kwan a there will be a vast difference and or person or take positive feedback from always any kind of befriend man negative so be the so I was like nipa we call nyami busu and yet can see I have to excel well see
Yeah.
but the one I'm the Beju London the
Mm.
capital of Britain you understand.
Okay. My main phone call Chikaka. First time I went to Kwan airport and airplane experience. That's saying for the very first time I will go to Kwan International Airport. Now,
Oh, for the very first time there, I was like a minister or immigration officer.
oh.
Yeah, so when we got to the airport,
Mm.
she made a call and talk with Nicholas or Ninia. So instead of saying me, you try normal economy, na man, but or then the casino no mommy di business, no me yeah me check out with behind man because it's not civilized
Mm.
because not time no, I
Right.
been.
Right.
So they wanted to do everything for me. My shit sa harassment,
Yeah.
say immigration, yes, because of
Yeah.
minister, I
My
say
sister.
honestly a uniform personnel. So
Yeah.
and no boy, like she has played a very crucial role in my life. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. So it's what about Drew UK airport ben now be see here.
Basically, Gatwick. Yeah.
Gatwick. What be Drew Gatwick border force or maybe a interview and sana what be recruit you know experience in that at the same or
I say, questions maybe be so. You understand?
mm. Mm-hmm.
I say, so be question no try. So be our study psychology that when him say we try because
Mm.
o- one,
Ujimi nane o guest list no
yes,
be bia AUP.
yes, exactly. But whereby you be saying, so what's your name? And I'm saying Kelvin Bonesman. So why are you in London? And I'm here with my partner. Also, oh, okay. Like the but see say how I may come abroad from you. He knows to know this guy know like we different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
right.
of
Yeah.
also education. Sometimes almost say education and for uncle baby like, but sometimes we do baby education is a play very
Yeah.
like respect.
Crucial. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because we who not be on him so. Even only my deal about how you flow, no. Say,
Mm.
ultimate cover of say you are well educated, no. So he
Yeah.
was like, he feels say yeah, you've traveled to another country and I say yeah, bro, for no like you on a different level. I'm gonna check with
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it is yeah, bro, for no share that yeah, na yeah. To me, I have a question or more because that's why no be phone so they'll feel say Ebia,
Mm.
you are coming there illegally and I say, but
Yeah.
luckily, Obisa me just two questions. Me ding and then and I'm so my name a partner. No, you just enter. That's it.
Wow. Nice. Internet say radio the wait my trouble that force no e work of file bag was sure because got to keep the minimum pa. I was try immigration and now work of file bag was sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, P landing for the very first time. They now who are no sana neti. And I say, or I say, wabamubui.
Oh, me my umbu because me senior no. Nadiana the friend me American man because me papa nickname and a passing on the mommy. You
Mm,
understand? Me papa name ya penny, a friend of us, I mean, American man, one a shame me crab you man. They
nice
deciding
one.
on the mommy. So I was having that American man, Obi only more ashton, be a American man, say about ban. You understand? See,
Yeah.
we didn't hear and see, I can't trade it, not a woman so that should be, or say, Namia Madoma, it's me too quite be. Was according to a year because you me actually more too quite be pre aqua one me anya shake at least me feel be there on that thing and
Yeah.
you try being studio benya denti say baby sa woman or say at least because me who so be a to kwan ba like won kita hwe e bi mu see but me who be that on say me I always say so what me prove points now any evidence I don't believe
Yeah.
that give me
Unjinto.
who ana me gidi so cause
Yeah.
obi akọ abrochi aba wan me anya hwe I just watch him say nipa ni ma ko san I am pass o kwa abrochi went to my behwe o ka say ani anu manya gidio but so
Mm,
far as me nti bi da ne de I was
mm.
like oh say chance ni ba why not but baby a chance ni be free ban and na ya asem no
Yeah, damn, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So about with Drew Landing, Abraboni Besas here. Our first 1 year experience, net is saying. Our first 1 year experience, well, UK
only
about
the
business. So.
me ba for one say about first day open time day hey money free big grace period because
Right.
me buy na jeje me so you understand more
Yeah.
today na me no be part it's me figure na say hey, Kevin they be on no more to the good but I know that personally that thing will not go on for long. So
Mm,
it gets like 1 month, then the complaining starts setting. Satan, I mean, you understand?
mm.
It me share dry cranny above so you tell me pin no be so could dry now or because of saying I mean I start here, so oh I understood that man so start be also by city be me
Mm,
show and I know they're leaving because one, I don't want to offend you. Two, I don't want to create any tensions. Who create
mm.
are fine, but I don't want it to be my fault. I always make sure say it wasn't my fault because I know how I am.
Yeah.
Say me de be am ka say oh boy ni pa one. One oh boy ni pa who say you don't so we expect to be free nipa no and more. It's like a business. So I say, but
Mm,
so we born nipa na with good intentional. Nipa na kasa hu so the worker. So you do to them can say. Me boss say
okay.
or talk catch me. Say na me ma do na me first £1,000,000.
Mm,
Me need the met my but I'm thinking of send me the majority in man I have it because he has also played a crucial role in my life. Because me will be our boy with that our my brother, but I feel send me the panic. I don't forget
right.
things easily. You understand?
Mm,
See, me thief me tonight feel like I can me page man. Me
mm.
apply for about more than 90 jobs. One more bro for back here, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Minim say AI no mo use na reply obi a message with the same way oh. They change
Mm.
me a
Yeah,
company name.
on say that Tiana companies in a day or moment we have about 1,000 a year, you know. On the AI na Sony CV any
Yes.
other so Baba for Friana Mount Funim. Your UK standard CV or
Oh
say
gidi.
and meet template na ebe ya to nchen kwenti no HR kra
And
metena ho.
no na me beka no. So I didn't understand the reason why I was getting rejected. So it's like
Yeah.
why? You understand? And honestly, sometimes no, you see, oh yeah, Bema, if you can't say Bema, oh yeah, or baby our life, especially a young but I'll tell you, say, me CV revamping, me partner, me girlfriend. On the end, so baby, be on the AI, ne, sign Microsoft, ne, sign or certificate
Yeah.
one. So I was like, me not CV you no. I said, me, but yes, CV you na me go so me apply 2 jobs, you know. I got a
Yeah.
call from those two companies. I catch them say
Mm.
no, me find me CV no, and apply for me role. A juma na me or Ghana. Na me
Mm.
so at first apply for a fire inspector, and I got a call. they were like, I'm best do interview, ma'am. So I was like, oh, Mr. Mania, my idea. Mamma Cobo, me, mammy, money, and I mean, tea do be canny who for the BC alcohol. And I know a pay warehouse via mammy or Edmonton yard more and Timmy or not me yet process very necessary. To
Yeah.
me, I'm for catching so. Yami, I had them like many but almost say member interview.
Mm.
Now, I know some say Juma Bang. I'm so a fire inspector. Me catch her no. She. I was expecting so Becca be a but she went silent. I know you can't say true. Me not nipan cause silent, and you know the meaning. You understand?
Oh, so
And
be an any jama woni tirim.
of course, silence no once right. He was like, I'm so
Hey,
mad. No, so Oba Kuma Adabe. And I'm so maybe last month. Oba Adabe na Obe pet say Juma. And kwaya dia on ho bechill.
hey.
So I was surprised. And I'm so
And
okay.
fire safety inspector no ho be chiro say one. Utimi bisa
Okay,
ni sa dey ntina ho be chiro.
maybe son of a answer or cancer and a boom a bem kaka. So I was like, no. Okay, I was so when I'm child so now me cancel the amount my come at it. And I'm from
Mm.
cancel appointment and send me home be interview, you know. So I'll
Oh,
continue with the warehouse, but me find so or to chroma or to now chroma actually na and the call query no or me realize I feel no about fresh in TM for more.
yeah.
Ti me ma fa no bonus so when I me tell say Joanna I'm no my me friend me ma me so na so about me ma me friend by the name because of
Yeah.
mentality I say obi me na kwa because obi ni and I'm say about say me no net na ma kwa mo ntia ma na so me nya adwuma we ya then na be ka so say nya me na eda na say I'm say fra
Mm.
unya panyi na bisa ne say oba ne dia asem etu anim na o ka de na me madam so ferry ma me anim kaka obi a waboa wo ba de on say
Yeah.
ontimi yeah to one bisa no no why not say that Kevin fa oji mi penyi nche na am see you mate ba later na me tena ase na am so no like sakasa bi say no o do adwen to so o de kaka nka do oji mi penyi nche ye be ka wa hye o be do ho awie no na age say obi na eba wa be betu fu ansa na oju be bi
Okay.
apese oju
Now, don't you think say be ana o ma me panyin bi a onim adwuma ni nature, onim hu nim de ntini bi a waba foforo sa na on pese bi a obetima akwa adwuma bi a ye bi a obenya ase bi kwa friend say kuruma say no. Bi a na nsem panyimfo no wo adwum bi say yemfa so mo ye care kra no e ba say wo handle nipa ne anade bi a wa anye ya utimi benya problem ne anade bi a ukuso obi mu no wanso ne mu yi ni bi a ukupra na adade a nti bi ana don't you think say bi ana wo that mentality ni say ebi a wokɔyɛ egya adwuma no sɛ bi a wantima nkɔyɛ na bi a asɛ woyɛ adwuma so na asa aba ma wabɛnya problem wɔnwen sɛ bi a saa mentality no bi na ɛna wɔ ne tim ntina na ɔrekasa.
yeah, I think say yeah. Or no. First of all, Abia Obumi Abomfia, she felt so no, Unyanju is high level. You understand?
Mm,
But what she the mistake I mean I say or understanding say this is the kind of run no Morgan and to say or
Ghana.
so transfer.
Mm,
Yen tiny because also giddy say if you are doing something and you have a support
mm.
like say be our mommy and I'll be support to her. You see that back here no?
Oh
You
yeah,
do it with confidence. So I say,
yeah.
but what mommy positive energy be so
Oh,
I treat that as say so me fact no say me yes ejuma we no the be me me man dey apome because after
oh.
all
Obapo says that was it that serious say bi a when nya na what happened between that time say okay so the be poor I say anese anodi.
also, none both for one said, Manchester and your warehouse now me go so you understand?
Wow.
Like process now me and see they started warehouse. So warehouse now I did this for like 3 weeks. So yeah, I think some started April ended. And I mean
Mm,
no, we started in May second week of May. And I mean no Jumano second week of June. Because me landing me first rule and I'm kind of say me Juma we not obe to me too. You understand?
wow.
Because after all o ma me bedua no o ne me car business o ma me tia ase se o e loan no akwa akwaji ti me dey
Oh.
me ntia
Yeah,
me sika
also yeah, the what na dining table ho de o cash you trim. And now the na dining table.
ogidi dining table ogidi I say me be nyina I know say nipa we you know obeji na ade you understand ana
Mm.
oyo papa kwa also wo po asum ya settle no. They won't say yes. Those on the board, but why and fine? Because I know what I'm talking about. Was also
Yeah,
any problem. Unim no. So
yeah.
the name it's not tiny dining table in the track day. A man so any be play take it involved in a home or catch
Wow.
any plane. And I'm so well, and I'm so mate because maybe triple my name is Taka so say Yamma do not say me age my name is at least yes settle
Enka
my
wankasa wo be sene nyunyam like wo be danasi ni perfect.
okay the catch him is I say oh man settle my be 15,000 to 18,000 pounds because why are there you understand but
Mm.
lucky for me or not be try cut to 15,000 mommy so o try
Oh,
cut to o try mammy no and me da nyame ase say oh because the attitude that na e cause so fear no say wanje na dia will create a whole lot of family issues now.
yeah. Yeah,
Why
I
you
say
be
we be feeling
the
indebted to her for long
yes.
time.
Yeah, and okay, maybe saying I always want to feel like independent. I don't want to be anybody's dependent. You understand? Like I said, me
Mm.
person me dem home. Like I say, the part of one, like the kind of life you want to live. No, you don't live to
Yeah,
impress anyone. You understand? He
yeah.
has all the ball brand there. Eh,
Mm.
so
Wow.
like me started warehouse no. Me
Mm.
year adwuma no. Ghana for no warehouse. You know say until adwuma we na mo mutu ku hu ye ni sa kwa se me kwa na me bola last. And the okase me page man dem me found like open report. Me dey here say 12 hours na day. Aso.
Asuna kufi.
Last day na me bobi. Adwuma no no 12 hours but mutu 11 hours pay. Ana 11
Yeah.
hours no. Me ye adwuma be my kese kwa 4 hours cause they can you know I'm sure that want to make sure wash because okay me I say you know your strength. Ana
Yeah.
adwuma no bro so because of how change na e mam de ko oh boys ni be a fit am ye adwuma guy ba ko bi ka de na your friend Philip am say we akodo boy adwuma oh, you understand
Mm.
bro for no come say this guy no a fit
Omo
the
hard.
adwuma bi ana om de aso an ba me adwuma bi om de ma me am catch am say me ebu esukotwi bi no gidi udi bi no beju na be page na recycle company we
Oh,
page
okay.
ehwe gu no like on say me hwe me
Yeah.
body ya do na say na me nya body kaka mba na me ye fia pa ba
Yeah.
yeah
Oh,
yeah
Ghana na wutia onya ha da memma krom ha o. Wo be bola
yes
last be yi wadi onya se bi o ka se na o bola ase ni ntino. Wo so ba be bola ase o.
yeah me there be me can say like wo Ghana unni like say be has less mindset untimi na kuma and
Mm.
what has less mindset no also a sharp. So I say,
Yeah.
cause me last time born can no be who. Me uncle Ghana for now. Mo anso na do be call. You understand?
Oh,
Cause
yeah.
me who bring you I'm sure that you need to say that me bomb a juma
Boy,
correct
man.
inside. But you oh so I say.
Wanti ase pa.
Nti yeah I'm catch am so chale juma we dey enche bia me jama because enemy say so I say cause me bre you get the say juma dey oye na bra na be du fi
Mm.
na ho na 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 feel say I say obu wa ye na na fa ba me na
Yeah.
fin so na me free Ghana ba me nya bi da. You understand?
Wow.
See, say I dare say more Ghana na me mesi ni mesi anka me complain
Mm.
cause edwumaden de wunya edwumaden da na wo be edwumaden wa gidi like mental
Mm. Yeah.
health ko abe eno na ma bi me hu video bi na opposite say loading boys no also so mental
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
say manager
I
never say no
omo munye say
why
to ni bi don ba betiantiam ya.
so when you pay new people be answering, I know but so be a ni bu fu sa I say I will change it. Like I know the every say be stress but it makes 100% sense. So I say
Mm.
this is way manager now about say now to me you be a try so be educating one I'll be upgrade you now and the necessary. So I told them me oh na mo na photo me na catch on Jack be adwuma dey. Me start up
Okay.
adwuma afro mean to me. Me pay
Okay.
adwuma and me road dey be since. So
Mm.
my first job, I saw on Indeed. Me, the me see equal to Indeed. And I'm setting notification. I'm now a message through my email. So Fire and Evacuation Services is recruiting firefighters. I was like, let me try my luck.
Mm.
I apply. Me apply. No. They viewed the application, sent me a message say like times up. So I was like, wow, we did be cool. I was indeed a bit message and play.
Oh, yeah.
See the next day, and I got a call from one of the director, and I'm in funny and say, oh, last year September, your friend Adam Harper.
Mm.
Friend, I say, hello mate. Come I say, no, one thing say, will be a director, will be a wine call, friend mate, or friend
Yeah,
say,
meet
I
na.
know your pay.
Yeah.
And then my me pay come out like my friend
Our
say,
phone has bro.
or when you
Yeah.
saw my position that. Bet me no
Debbie,
manager
Debbie.
at last year did I say now him cry so on the director now manager. Omo friend
Yeah,
to him. So he on me dim come on say oh omo residential building, commercial buildings, and yeah, and more industrial sites. So I say, but omo yeah waking watch and so count, and omo here more firefighters on site because some more waking watch they need a firefighter to become either a supervisor or a leading a year or leading file say BBC because one you are providing as a safety officer and to
yeah,
fire a top building man you can say clients on unfair fire service direct owner also unfair fire service so wait me
yeah.
control you do it so
Mm,
once you control then you call for backup unfair fire service direct it's near or
yeah.
caller nearest fire stations near our direct number it's
Mm,
site to say anti normally me now mostly me tire me shift Sheffield.
right.
Yeah, now me free London and I call Sheffield. Okay, because before I saw the corner I arrange either Airbnb and I say hotel be there. Company in the
Mm,
best one car. I know dear. See, so I thought I was only about Uber Eats necessary coupon sign your man. Yeah, I bought what did necessary. And I one necessary self employed, so the salary never very good. Because
wow.
reportedly now it mean from 240 to £300 a day. Understand?
Wow.
So it was very good. See, me now call the film no me didn't come here me interview. So I want to say me a fire service Ejuma Ghana. You
Mm,
understand? See, on a scenario base, your fan say Makwako to cars me accidents. As an experienced firefighter, what's the first thing I can do? So the only first thing I can do is to secure the area. Like, Senipa will be air I have to beg them someone come watch. Now my
mm,
friend emergency service. Now my mom assurance say emergency services on their way. Because one, Senipa no any experience obey me cause more damage and also more harm to the
yeah.
accidents like and I say evidence they do are not a intentional accident too. Who don't call this what's the
Yeah. What's
evidence?
the
What's the
evidence? You
evidence?
know? Yeah.
So I told him, say, also, Omubisa scenario based questions. Like,
Mm,
Professor
yeah.
so wide and say, I'm
Yeah.
now your fire service here, chill, like situation management in this area. And I'm so
Yeah.
I'll firstly secure the area, let people be assured say emergency services on their way until some
Yeah.
mobile ban and I meet me afraid because like or semi chum say I've been an ex-firefighter, like
Mm,
professional ways. Chum
yeah.
so there are more things, evidence now. Because I say almost 10 I've seen I was seen yet less than 5 minutes. See,
Mm,
nipan obewu oh you understand?
yeah.
Ambulance need be barbecue like any day. Because say obi cry here CPR the possibility say nipan best survive is like 10%.
Mm,
90% of CPR will be a you understand? See,
yeah.
as a it's here what like you cast a casual if you get a casualty a normal of fasting because accidents
Mm,
but you cannot do anything about it. I
yeah.
know that
That's your
Ghana
share
for
pan.
baby in tears some sana and fire service for be your mind share my depend and ambulance will be your mind. Sometimes emergency is emergency will be because they cannot do anything about it. But Ghana no time and so sometimes I fact they will be doing until I could be saving a life.
Yeah.
Only me this scenario based question one in common is so he's kind of impressed. Say, I have this knowledge.
Mm,
And looking at my background from Ghana Fire Service Africa, no, or one of the director or be training Ghana Fire Service pain to or they be also they are very good. And I've
mm.
been an example. So, me, the first Ghanaian firefighter, I found more judgment.
Wow.
That's like,
My maybe
wow.
ask that question way. So I can say when you say who background or Ghana firefighter, is it like say because Ghana the I think say who remove it SHS set, right?
Yeah.
Now in two of fire service in you train you a certificate to be woman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
issue, yeah, certificate, am I? So, me vetting, okay, they ask for my service ID. Because of someone's on director Barco, like Steve North, we're training Ghana Fire Service that, which was like, I
Mm,
see 16 years ago, but Ghana be training or more training school. See, only my dear original, and then on a view, or no, come in any fine last time, could share no personal, oh, crew, Manchester side or
mm,
side back, not maybe could replace in time of promoting you call manager. No, no,
yeah.
no. I said, I said, do obey or no, me call manager, I know free manager, call director. See,
Mm,
on only free sites in a frame, send me any replacements. outside
Yeah.
when a man be share na me need you come no come on the Ireland your site for fraud. I say across UK big your site you be a German in there. Me
Mm.
mini book na British book ni na mean to me call say
Go outside. Yeah.
company there across Europe. You understand? And I
Right.
own go outside and so they are a different boy game. I know the office. Can you to me a different boy game?
Right. And yeah, you can see because I think some boys in the breach. And funny say, we pursue real fire service. Ma, oni a jungle background be one you be Canada, but Okruma say radial more than crata will be to me and they apply. Do they have an apprenticeship? Ubit Marcos started right from the basis now, and also they are building and wants a career path.
Yeah. Me right now no.
Mm-hmm.
Me affiliated to London Fire, you understand? Because
Yeah.
I'm under EFCC, a free be emergency fire resilience capability, which is
Yeah.
a London are buying and the employees are uncle for say if there is a strike and I say like to say they see a grand film, say Johnny be
Mm-hmm.
out to in here fire service, yeah, no, yeah, or standby. You understand? So me, I'm allowed to do my job, do everything. But me why it means sending me say be
As a way reserve be.
yeah, deployment. Yeah,
Mm.
like feel say me joining EFCC, me call deployment that. Yeah, sending me
Mm.
message in the car. I'm always working. You understand? Because
Yeah.
me, I wanted EFCC on my CV. Said that should be because right now I'm doing my Fire Evacuation Manager. You understand? See, and
Mm.
yet easy say major me managerial role like ako
Yeah.
sort of them can because
Yeah.
EFCC in the deployment, but now deployment we are already it's like
Mm.
24 pounds an hour. So I
Wow.
say for
Yeah.
12 hour shift. See, boys need to be call like and yeah, me call me refresher course April last month.
Mm-hmm.
Guy back I mean joining EFCC the same year. No. I say reportedly he made like standby duty. He made like 26,000. So I say and I
Wow.
stand by no. It go it me about 1 month, but you can choose to wait my 2 days. That's it. Two like wait my picky because they know that most of the fire service for now yeah what EFCC no. They be
Mm.
now almost safety job. They be now almost humanity. They don't give pressure. So when you're available, be able to try foul shift and then it's salary. I
Yeah.
was like, well, and I'm so me fees I'm joining them, catch again and say fees I'm joining and me deployment. I'm always on a different job because right now, no, me yeah, you may be a say and crying my coin, I still get my salary because me school contract now the too many say me be almost safety warden. No. I told them say I want to go on the 12 months because oh my yeah, almost a part time. I'm saying I don't mind the part time, but I want to be on the 12 month salary rota. So that's
Mm.
because we get
Hmm.
the chroma. So we need the contract to and you know one can and for demands like to over sign contract via
Right.
first of
Yeah.
all, almost sign contract say they will pay me on school basis. You understand? Say
Mm.
like I'm trying to be a school that some months in the between. And I'm saying no, it will affect me because what I do is different from what I'm supposed to be doing. And one,
Yeah.
you need like safety a year come say or some phobia or what with experience like say firefight to be okita iOS to be okita the bush in this side. That's like to
Yeah.
find the right choice, no. Not a year the first year or more may apply. No. Me call for interview na that day. I rejected the offer. You understand? See me call
Yeah.
me FCC training by and I'm saying who said they're advertising and I may apply. And a premises manager no a Ghanaian. See, I understand the
Mm.
to him say, hey, we need to application over to me and the pan can be you know, one
Mm.
of them, no, your friend is detail. One of them, no, say, Master, headmaster, no, my castle, like, they come on ID can, and I'm so D. Me first of all, man, he say, Ejman can come here 3 days pay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not Thursday, Friday. I'm up at work from home. And I say, member Ejman because I'm doing different jobs. No, so, on any back, no, so, Omo hear me on site because safety ward in there. Need me work from home. You can say risk assessment na be visit car. Won't
Mm.
me work from home necessarily, but omo hear me on site. You know, it's like now catch so me demands and me catch and say me here 12 months salary because ucha 6 hours a day and I also be to 17 pound like per hour. And so me I don't mind the 17 pound per hour. I just say that for me to 12 months fixed salary
Yeah.
because say only now can say not be to set lockdown bar, they won't pay
Hmm.
you. On say contract you have to understand what you are choosing because
Yeah.
maybe a business management to SHS. Sign now you learn about it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
contracts, what sign contract your
Hmm.
demands is necessary than the amount because
Yeah.
okay send
Yeah.
you because you sign because
What I say?
maybe pandemic to me see anytime. Lockdown by no all the companies will be soon idea say BBC call see it in accountant who ni pan so there. Who say oh ejuma
Yeah.
me say lockdown by is here many salary. You understand?
Hmm. Yeah.
And yes, be a more part analysis, but I'll be full.
Full salary. Yeah.
To catch up, say, or more family to 12 months. Is it cry? Me no more can say me pay 13th month salary. I say teachers no almost gone. But I couldn't even didn't come say cry more on my demonstration that I do school more. I say on the kakai I be come on say 13th month salary. But me try as a as I said, master no new one a bit take over. The also
Hmm.
academic year started September no more review your salary SNA and I say go more invite to several office October more and they invite to several office will be for salary or then you negotiate.
Okay.
Now they say this year October day can be
Hmm.
13th month.
Okay.
See,
Right. So let's see how people can get through the service. You know, you fancy be ogidi ametiasi, you know.
uh-huh.
Mini jahu nimdie bia ba asi sene wasi adi unko wani bia fire service when adwuma na be yemi da. Eradi adu
Yeah.
me won krata ukuma. How can I enter se me kwa akoye firefighting adwuma?
Also, first of all, also
Hmm.
open experience say you are interested. Also, Kuma one thing about Kuma me many jobs say Ruby episode ye bian. Among can
Hmm.
say one say who are dead than as about episode you enter. You understand?
Right.
Because the boys fire safety certificate, they born there they kaka but say open fire room. I will always advise someone say on trust sign the boys fire safety certificate. Because when you try,
Hmm.
you be you try also fire piano. Firefighting different from fire safety. The
Mm-hmm.
tennis. Some person are firefighter. Most of the times you don't need no experience. But Chromo I say no. Also to me 5 years residency. Like what's now Chromo 5 years until
Oh,
so bit
okay.
me run fire service. But EFCC, you can enter EFCC less than 2 years. Super so fire service man because of say we yeah under landing fire brigade like to say standby, you can apply for
Yeah.
Hertford share more Birmingham side or any other. Landing fire brigade there, a mura anything, and the Kuma for but when you choose that outside, no, salary need different. As a London, I think say they get extra like £6,000 this
Hmm.
year because of the living or like
Yeah, I
expenses,
will.
cost of
Yeah.
living. Yeah, see, I say they are £6,000 ahead of every fire brigade or Kuma and the na mene on na mene firefighters for from be back for na me omo me no more fire evacuation na be a chief officer but
Hmm.
omo ba site omo be share me man say you born ma call me tell me catch you so I want to learn more from them the science if I'm doing something wrong this year me name me do one be me personal bus station no Ghana
Hmm.
oba site ogidi Ghana for opese obi o say na kra ni mintinka or ye overlapping binanka ye the
And I
message for
can
me
just
the
say,
message.
Master, how do you buy? When I'm young, you know.
Ekopie me director ni ma me director or catch himself or say me on director of pharmacy ekoye report to check director say I you can say oh I do kind of me refi dry rise there what building no it's not
Mm-hmm.
working until then we need to do something about it I say on not vessel your bad side or not be who fault or
Wama be inspection who for to be or say why you were man who me kind.
exactly. But now you if you say SSRI, site specific risk information, most of the
Hmm.
times, any managers, or your phone so as PD, of course, your managers group. See, we already know it. And anything what site on. Nyoma and nya ho. It's in our client, no, Guinness partnership, or high say. They know say the
Over site
building is
on.
at fault. Intina your own. Inti, ye cry and person will be fix this annual man. Or fix it pay. Yeah, Jumano, yeah, we because
Maybe.
no more yeah a sprinkle system. See that
Yeah.
building na nsuo na ankasa yɛ dɛ aba na adum
Hmm.
no te sɛ ɛno wɔ hɔ a they don't need us nti ne yɛpɛ sɛ saa yi na ɔmo yɛ no it take bɛyɛ 10 years but wo bɛkyerɛ fault a wɔwɔ deɛ a oh director no bufu ɛka ketewa mu kɔ ɔsake no
Wow.
yeah so me hɔ na ɔno ankasa fam sɛ ɔsɛ ne sei na ɔkɔka kyerɛ Adam ba it seems sɛ ne bu afu nti yɛbɛa me ɛna mekɔɔ Adam ne nua hɔ like director anemia na me ne the same managers na me de to ben nim
Mm.
sisi na so other medical afre no ka na say na my phone so mo personage okobo me din wo
Okay.
ho gidi say
Yeah.
me na kwa ne me na Adam Kanya
Wow.
say it
Shit.
doesn't matter because if you deserve anka you be promote you and say so I say
Yeah.
sometimes no Ghana for no de musu buy any free Ghana ba sometimes na more so as a
Okay.
wunya from na o twena say I say
I ask
hard
him.
journey
But
ti on say
my
obi
miss
wa
question. Mami too.
until so open so rema you like
Mm.
wunya 5 years like residence or
Residence.
chroma you can yeah you need the fire brigade be you just try your best like you apply but I always say be there will be pen and yeah no na me pay me I always
Yeah.
thinking of a different me per se me ra into like RAF meaning so any me Air Force now that I know the
Mm-hmm.
more you understand I want to know more there I know it different from a more eminent salary you know
Yeah.
but a one also and also I'm roughing pepper and things so be who RAF be a roughing kwa ba me nim say me GDA didn't be drawn there because I see myself there you understand
Mm. Yeah.
because man was I know code overseas for 4 months then you come to stay in the UK for 16 months we go
Mm.
overseas 4 months, bill. To same military night, me go 2 years, 3 years overseas now. Who you back? And no, any day every year you have to go 4 months. No update na UK
Mm.
16 months, 1.5, almost 1.5 year. So you say,
Wow.
Obi, and RAF, so you 3 years minimum residence in the UK, but you need a very solid ground. Say, yeah, you are into
Mm.
fire because some of our ex firefighters and they normally they sometimes they state say they need ex firefighters or 7 firefighters on person switching from brigade to RAF.
So
The
yeah.
no restrictions no. Those say you might meet the minimum like
Requirements
residency,
there and yeah.
but they barely recruit. Ebu are not more for the whole UK, not more for the 100 pe. Maybe I'm
Mm.
going to check 222 na go is stations. Ebu are the whole UK, not more for be 200 pe. You understand? RAF no.
Yeah.
Start be.
Yeah. Into no, oh, I did my way or points our cost. Friends say, "Baby, what's any our kind of
Oh yeah,
right."
media Debbie America answer Chroma say no, you need to upgrade yourself because
Mm.
Bruni, no, they use the word say so word you na Bruni na catch the young Bruni say this guy is damper. I did be know why you word you be so many. Omudin come up, you understand? But
Yeah.
say they know say you are learning, you're always on pointer, they respect you because they feel say you don't deserve an away man. And now because say come on you ha but
Mm-hmm.
say scan edit you so when you who ejuma o yonko bruni so who aye ne ya. You understand? Because so feel
Mm.
say unim hwee but I didn't sound in the jepe. You understand? But
Yeah.
so unim the way now yet the right now. They are very lovely. Well, because in roughly racist in this area, I've worked like more than 32 cities in the UK. I didn't experience anything as like personal attack because
Mm.
most of the times I know whom I'm working with. Like I know how
Yeah.
to go about with them. Obi to me question say I didn't think I'm a table for sir. How many times have I been in this? Like how many years have I
How
been in
many
this
years have
country?
you lived? Yeah.
And I'm so I just came to the UK like 1 year. I said so how come do you speak English like that? Oh, because I know myself say, oh, again,
Shit.
our education system is based like English
Yeah.
based, so
Yeah.
it's like a fundamental thing in Ghana. And I was really,
Mm.
when said the Ghana city, me say, "Gidi me ma bro, ni bi gari di oh side to, oh Phyllis or say it's like rice pudding." Say me
Yeah.
man gari na me say de nesu nido. Esa ye
Guys.
mam. Tine ni like white ni ano. Me say ogidi. But even cause like you know Bisam said, did you bring some of the gari? He said yes. I brought it. Like ogidi. They are very
Nice.
lovely. They are very
Oh,
lovely.
nice.
But I
Now,
always
say,
say
Over to my you need minimum residence of 5 years.
yeah for
Now, say,
the
what because our background, what Ghana, Muntina, or Muchimi accept early stage, Sano.
yes. I was me right now. I'm doing EFCC
Mm.
standby.
Oh,
I
okay.
say I'm working as a fire evacuation manager. I'm a
Oh,
managing
okay.
building Bill East London. Say I'm based in London. Like my job
Mm.
one site be a me managing.
Oh,
You
now manage
understand?
you.
But I'm
Yeah.
managing because I say me nya accreditation.
Mm.
Me. Second more accreditation and I come here manage site, no edge scanner personal, which is like we are wide and can be £1,000 a day. But because of say you are working through like a company, no.
Yeah.
When I evacuation manager, so at least any bad, it's something I okay, but and when I made an internet, I cannot do like you understand because me always go for the money first. Say a ban say me one na me pay Belgium ka prisons I think me why they run I say because that prison service is flexible.
Yeah.
So prison services, no, and no, you don't need like 2 years or 3 years before you stay in the flexible. Sometimes you don't need
Yeah.
like I'm gonna check it years already. See,
Yeah.
I knew some boys, but I'm not like me beja omo. You understand? I'm about
Mm.
say about my why the team prison service. And very flexible, a very good. Because I know prison so far, you be kuni adade.
Mm.
Omo prison a different from Ghana prison, and yeah, ọmụ prison ntị
Yeah.
sɛ cause ọmụ baabi a ọmụ de ọmụ yɛ stubborn ekugu ọmụ yɛ stubborn kan
Uh-huh.
yɛ mma wo office aka anyɛ dɛ ɛnkɔ hɔ you
Uncle.
understand ọmụ ankasa kora
Right.
na ɛsɛ ọmụ ho ne nsaa nneɛma no
Mm.
nti dabi a meka sɛ boys no like when you're looking for options don't settle for less kurom a yɛni adwuma bi a ɛmi ni job even sɛ wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ cleaning a no sɛ cleaning a meyɛ no some years to go I want to enter this because sɛ mepɛ sɛ meyɛ premises manager anaa facility manager sɛ menyɛ cleaning
Mm.
da a ɛden sɛ yɛde adwuma no bɛma me ɛmfa wo sɛ
Right.
makɔ school adu level biara so obi wɔ cleaning experience 5 years na wakɔ school kakra ka ho a obɛnya adwuma no
I'm a fan.
because to manage a premises no cleaners nyinaa bɛba abɛhyɛ wo nsa biribi kɔ wrong you have to know also at least who experience as a handyman kakra you understand
Yeah.
see if I'm catch up say bro so who you cleaner I don't see say cleaning a adwuma fo me I always tell people say adwuma a woyɛ okoma a menim sɛ ebia ebɛtumi de wadu baabi yɛ ebia warehouse ɛno deɛ like me no who need this you understand but I
Yeah.
always say so you cleaning like customer service jobs be on before because of
Yeah.
your experience no so I say was
Yeah.
they have some your baby saying the boys general certificate go give the white and say some courses ni na ebia when you exams ni bibia will cost you somewhere around 1,000 to 1,005 so I say
Mm.
but when you
And
start
Obaya course no online na.
online because
Okay.
of lockdown na even nanti they say omo an open book exam one arbitrary
Mm.
exams no what them they said there
Oh.
me know oye say no na my so
Yeah.
camera is na me exams no ti me nya be questions now automatically my camera is on first or memo scanning them myself on na one ti say oye question time with so you understand
Mm.
the time
Yeah.
is so man can be submit o wi o be submit but
Mm.
also, yeah, fast. So we should book my shim the fire and the fast inside because they want to test your knowledge. Because
Yeah.
the only question now can not be able to say answer nini. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if you
Yeah.
say ni padre no any machine and I say any computer, so sometimes
Yeah.
you need a reference. So schools do
Mm-hmm.
a computer exams like they allow the case for to have a
Yeah.
reference.
On say
What?
and I na manfo nim krom ase ni broni no yɛ sam no person who say woni ma de nyɛ sɛ wobɛtwa na sɛ wobɛyɛ intina sɛ on say yeah wana na woyɛ exam screen vigilator gina so gidi 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 bi.
Okay, so what course to no madam for do I catch and say what is the now? What me book no actually.
Oh
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
baako mu a wonya saa ade no bi wɔ you understand
Mm.
the wabɔ nkwa ɔyɛ average yɛbɛka sɛ average learner kurom a mente sɛ aka sɛ student anaa akɔ bi yɛ damp da they always say either average or soro you understand
Yeah.
because at least otumi express no ho ana mmorɔfo no a ɔmo kɔ private school say outside your English, you need to choose another language. I'll person you can on your own. To school now, may safety warden. And crying
Yeah.
become Dutch, it become Spanish, it become French. I they flow because yeah, they are sure fitting crab and they have time for the opposite you be I want to know so it's necessary sometimes to learn languages. Because you're not bringing the brofo beda down there, but senka ogidi
Yeah.
technology kɔ n'anim ka the entire na African and realizing on why person to kan kebi a kebe brand size so see there be a me ka say one unya be UK upgrade yourself and it is very important especially say we obi anyame a wadom atuma wie SHS now wo kuma say na uni masters uni a degree it's not a problem you understand any
Yeah.
change I say or say uko school koye degree and some when you're Japan I say because really listening to me you know me like me SHS leaver you understand so I always give inspiration to boys say no matter your level you understand you have to know yourself say no like sometimes speaking positive things in your life no
Mm.
it happens because I always say most say ABC nyame wo ho, ABC nyame ni wo kra. I see say there is something behind creation. When you talk to yourself, like when you speak, it works because
Mm.
me na first me chinyagifo pa say hwe ni wiase because I've been a Jehovah Witness say almost and just spirit ne sign of money in the bar.
Mm.
There are a lot of things happening because it who be a boni down. There will be
Mm.
then will be like only spiritual. If you account, you feel say we need anything until the can I say. Me no be a na obi a upon so a bay for and nothing. Na me ni lady. Or can some share me. Am I like me kwam yam share me. Me ma me mo tiam say ni akọ nyanti na your friend could fear anything. You understand?
Yeah.
A dua che ne dane sa ba na me ne tun say didi. O ma me
Mm.
tia say on pay me bone because of odona me dia dan dia che no. Those who ni o ma ne sa ba ontimi nya me bone da.
Yeah.
So I say so e ma me yam share me. E ma me beji ni o ma di say nyoma o wiase. Anna, it's not compulsory say jinyami di ansana, but just say respect humanity. You understand? So
Mm.
unjin di say nyame over on po because ono an a ball sending self unti ono
Yeah.
na ni ma join there 2 3. So
Mm.
I said obi de bia can say yakopɔ ni munyam ebe dead no be nipa atrofo ye dey. Oh,
Mm.
ya ka say ye ho ye nim. Ebi be di achinye, ebi ndi achinye, ebi be say eno na me hu nyankopon ye dey. E ka say bi de bi am ka say e bi a di na ye different no. And e wrong. But me de bi am ka say obo ade. Like there's something behind. And it is
Mm.
sometimes positive things in your life no. It
Mm.
happens
Okay.
because Mhm.
Yeah. Let's bounce back to the fire service and I mean John, I think somebody taking much of your time, you know.
Oh
Yeah,
really,
so
I have every time for you. Or me o chama ko adwuma somewhere around 11 12 o'clock. Me nya
mm.
adwuma it's like or chance me go 3 hours bill, but they still need to pay because I was saying reportedly from 11 to 4 p.m. But
Yeah.
my catch on
Okay.
say like
Yeah. Chroma saying annually, averagely, will be a fire service at Juma, which mean any from saying say the lowest rank.
oh in London, I say me to London,
Yeah.
but meaning outside they're making so, but it's
Mm.
not bad. Just a difference between in London reportedly they make you own your car for 40,000 a year.
Wow.
Yeah, and even so, we ran to fast it to your neighbor's certificate necessary now to me per five. The minimum you could earn is like 33,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as a safety officer, that's the minimum. Maybe a company,
Hmm.
and quite you understand. But
Yeah.
say if you are dealing with a good company, you could meet like 50 grand. And it depending. So person will try 40% tax. I mean, due to annual money, Now, no, the emission of 2024 and 2025, and yes, I'm mistaken. You understand? 2024, no, me, I made a mistake. Me report the me in self-employed, which is a car me bit here. But
Aye.
still, where the would be back.
Yeah.
Say, you
Oh,
want
which
why?
is
I know
yeah.
register. See, the 20% no also the man, but also the man.
Oh,
So
and
as a
it
ultimate bomb
yeah.
of corn, wopɛ sɛ ɔtena kurom akyɛ ɛnya wo people nti so wotua our taxes and they're very
Yeah.
necessary. We are self-employed that don't hide anything because about
Yeah.
statements ɛbɛyi ama
Maybe you will pay,
and
yeah.
they can seek costing budget from the company now ne ɔmo yɛ adwuma sɛ as soon
Yeah.
as ɛsɛ sɛ onya sika sɛ yɛfili sɛ wotwa ntorɔ sɛne onyaɛ ɔmo nso ɔmo ntwa ntorɔ ɔmo mfrɛ kora nka nkyɛ ɔmo sɛne ama
The
yɛtwa no
numbers
ansɛ
and
sɛ
yeah,
yɛnya nti wɔ ane yɛafrɛ wɔ court sɛ wɔtwa ntorɔ yɛsaa fine no ne saa wie so as nti
mm.
just report it and be free so as nti mesua nam so about 2025 no
Mm.
maahyɛ no antena me ho anyɛ adwuma ba reportedly because I was shocked me checking me HMI say annual no I made some around 48,000. I was like wow
Mm.
my 2025 3 months my new adwuma gidi I won't lie you understand
Mm. I
me
wish I
coach
boy
training
is
by
covered
na
on. It's
me
covered
coach
on.
me coach training by na I was like me my more time kaka say 1 month still take na me say pay new contract no.
Mm.
Yeah, and me and me can me mom more pressure sir, because no my year you go. So I say, "Boy, I'm to me go yes side 25 days. Now mom's ska pudu ni say, but I'm kind of first ska pudu eh. Yeah, but I was so like so I
Okay.
say,
And based around based on all these experiences I have, what is obviously abrochire yam kwasum how funny thing.
Give the S3. In class of the day. obi a ɔyɛ akoa ne sɛ ne master ɛyi so na ɔtwe no condemn because
Mm.
woyɛ akoa you don't deserve a salary. Woyɛ
Right.
akoa you don't deserve a living.
Mm.
Even baby our master ɛte kwan no kwan sɛ ɔyɛ dɛ ɔbɛn hɔ. But we live in a country
Mm.
o flat o next roommate broni o flat so why is that nkwaso now sometimes people say because me I always say dede you say mpanyinfo bu baby say the wabrɛ no ɛna ɛbɛyɛ dede you understand
Mm.
the ɔhwɛ a amen no say me deɛ memfa me body
Oh,
etu
yeah, what
aba
awesome.
etu aba amen no wabrɛ nti wɔyɛ dede a I wouldn't be surprised so I
Mm.
say me
Yeah.
nkodi n'akyi sɛ ɛyɛ dɔkɔɛ because one, all catch him say Abroakyire there. The all you need
Yeah.
them is different. Fact, you
Different.
understand? And
Yeah.
who age, enemy age different. O
Yeah.
mindset, also nim nyansa. Mr. Mindset, me say nim nyansa. Me ntina mo bi me kan chem say o nim nyansa, sana me am say nim nyansa dada. You understand? Because you have
Yeah.
to believe in yourself. So I say,
Yeah.
baby, umo be too far, be timid. As all yeah, they cry now is true. So I say,
Yeah.
it's better to learn the more we be out here the only option for you is to learn, be open-minded, speak positive things in your life, look for positive people. They can put you on. But say we will be out timid. Now say question nipa bi say some call for now. Bro, like
Hmm.
I'll tell you, say in the next few years, you can't but down for overcome because your state of mind, you know. The moment now all reason coach, you know, not away. It's not also be a dini baby. I thought
Hmm.
na if you feel say oh problem
Hmm.
so obi per kasa you don't feel that way so or mental issue you kasa akoi the kasa na end day you understand so I always tell say
Yeah.
know who you are, know
Hmm.
your problem, you understand.
Yeah.
Me de bia metena say then ya me ask say like upon like bibia me o yes bia I don't have a problem say obi bet me aboma bem. If you
Hmm.
tell me say it's not possible I say fine, I will try.
Hmm.
You understand? You have to
Yeah.
have this kind of spirit. You understand? Now, sometimes, maybe I'm because a foundation is either society or team, school or core, and I don't do boy we are say. I'm gonna impact on your life. You understand?
Hmm.
She
Yeah.
said, I grab a boy, a school or core,
Hmm.
and I work for any society or finding itself. You understand?
Hmm.
So catch your boy or we perfect college say oh dear because it's a joke because school no assembly can you catch your team say prempe ni bien no we here was as you so that so when you school now when you crown you look for options so I say
Yeah.
much so like people are more on area look for them talk to them you understand
Hmm.
he might
Yeah.
be maybe because not a old student or born sorry okay I tell you say my boss me catch him say you prempe no engine. Because me, I'm say, oh, that be real people was over, master, over. Because that, madam, for be your old boy, and a bad feel as you mental parenting. After me too, I say, Ben, I can't you premper. No business in them was when I'm sister, you understand? And they put me on, or talk catch me free. I won't lie.
Oh,
No be on him
nice
more,
one.
no be on him say Kelvin do a DB. Or free that because I was driving to work in this side, but after that, not nobody know my side hustle. Not you understand? So, if
Yeah.
I'm say why adrenal it has to work faster than the body. Why?
Hmm.
Because say adrenal is slow body need break. So I say look for
Yeah.
options. So how about UK? Now say kumu idea. Find solutions. Then the ma kumu ayodin. Ebia nipa a mene ne te no ɔma me peace of mind ɔnyɛ sɛ a fa ɛbɛyɛ den ama wo because
Hmm.
the ɔyɛ on next door koraa no ɔwɔ impact on your life fa ne sɛ wakɔ night aba na wo ba abɛda wo ba abɛda daytime no na ɔno nso daytime afei na ɔbɛkɔ adwuma ɔredware ɔyɛ ne n'ayi it will disturb you.
Yeah.
So I say, maybe I won't feel nkɔ adwuma na afei wontumi nda biom. We are also kɔ night. So I say,
Yeah.
today be a stress o stress level. You can't stress it's not about so being nkasa obi kasa obi nkasa mu nto ayɛ stress. I mean say a low mentality now.
Hmm.
Oh, Ogidi, me a indoor person. Sɛ me
Yeah.
obi anim nkasa I have Netflix.
Mm.
Me share movie a three star me aji. So who pay movie a everyone was I mean Indian movie me who I want no guys go master to GP. You
I have to be
understand?
sending me. I have to be sending me.
Me like it do that obi to me two blow na body pa back na or the
That's
akobo
a.
nipa be 10 na I am say. So where is the stress?
Mm.
Obu or till the worst stress no no so on stress as say
Yeah.
stress come out the stress come out depression sets in. You can ultimately can say me feel and can with my stress. Me no be an can send my stress. When you stress, a damage has here and a hobo because I don't know the reason why you complain say when you be an kasa na stress do kun na be them abu like how
Mm. Mm.
ogidi almost say I'm say UK health system na ko book GP abudi line ogidi me not me waste na
Mm-hmm.
me Philippine e wo me waste no
Yeah.
that electronic bike ni be like kesi ni be me turn
Yeah.
some me turn £800 they say oh tina me the 25 emu ye di ntime pedal no e ma me
Yeah.
waste problem but my gina nko so me minim
Mm.
say e be a speed na me kono ni sorry but sa me the 25 na me de force if me do traffic so maybe I saw green now open do I also apply force no
Yeah.
so I'm waist speed so it was there 1 week now I don't know the reason why okay I can't me pound
Mm.
so me call me GP like NHS app and
Happiness.
I'm
Yeah.
book a GP you understand me
Yeah.
booking up sometimes me problem is sometimes so I'm feeling severe with severe abdominal pains like and I'm saying what's the cause and I'm saying waist pain is severe. Okay, me sending information within 10 minutes and I'm fair me. Say, am I available that day na that time na like 10 minutes to and I'm no, I'm not in Tottenham now. I'm now in Central London. And I'm so okay,
Mm.
so what time am I available? And I'm more 4:30. And I'm so okay, fine. They'll schedule my meeting to 4:30. Me coin. Do you know what they were scared of? Because of saying na me complain say I far by me say no. They fear
Yeah.
say I can't make kidney.
Mm.
So when I went there, no, doctor no me konko bi say me kɔdwe somebody na untested hwɛ sɛ we like say them sika say pain no because normal waist
Yeah.
pain actually I was say 3 4 days so hot
Yeah.
onom sa ibuprofen like inflammation
Yeah.
ebe kill ni nyina but me
Mm.
catch up say me no ni nyina ba nko so they were scared say bia I can be kidney see I will need scan this and when me call normal me kɔdwe so by na or yeah test na no so lucky for me there's nothing affecting my kidney tissues or whatever and I'm more advising say what do I do on a normal day. So
Mm.
I cycle to work and sometimes I play football. So can I stop playing football and cycling for about a week or two? So okay, fine. I'm probably me or man one prescribe a job. I'm besides so do I need any medicine? I also know like because
In
of
so
the
crama bi no in so crampo ma bi.
I say pressure now me there to me
Usisi ne
weight
so
in
no.
it. Yeah, no,
Mm.
no, I'm gonna cause it pain. So it needs to heal naturally. So because
Mm.
and I GP nya papa nya ebia wo na won't mean cow problem ni. You understand?
Yeah.
Because now say so give the one and the Philippines wa. Tina minim say menya echo. You understand? I
Mm.
say
Yeah.
echo ni echo timi si ubusu nyina. Ya wo echo timi si ubusu.
Oh
Eh
really?
yeah, I think say a six part of the body one two and wa ha say.
Ah,
Ana
oh,
wo
okay.
hwe ana ankasa no. Tina ma ha say I say oh yeah normal thing you feel pain. But later on, no, me cry am so there's nothing wrong with me. Just say like I should stop. Me bubble up. I need to get me almost abuche me bubble 4 times in a week. So I'm gonna say as well get me week my juma me my juma can be 70 hours.
Mm.
But me bubble 4 times in a week.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, and I aside 70 hours no. So I'm kind of summer break there. And I kind of my juma be 20 hours a week. But the same money now, because of say me negotiating my contract, I don't lose a penny. You understand?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
If you are some cry, me neighbor, I'm feeling as a mini maybe like am I okay? Me guy be a me no say Bangladesh no ultimately say me okay like me my share them too much at them. I'm very fine. And also okay. And I was at the mini and I'm so the case of vacation. Oh, you work in the school? Nice. You understand? But
Yeah.
so my negotiating my contract here can come up.
Ka
I
I
think
was
so I
so
could
compare
pay
you
to my
for. Yeah.
I said
Now it's your
contracting.
kwabna. Yeah, ya mi sha pa say oba ya friend say yakasa. Busia sa na kwabna be biem na ya part 2 na afi ne di nkomo pi about UK. Me da say
Oh,
oba ya
stories
ma.
that baby
Mm.
or gidi. And I
Yeah.
sa agenda na almost say and I yeah the guy that to form gidi the guy that to form. And I don't understand no. You are being the most patriotic member of Ghana, me
Hmm.
because omo ka say mo the Ghana to for me and they are thinking of their personal they will be to say koye business or Ghana untia tax. Penyes kabe. And then they teach you my.
Just look at
On say
this.
sometimes no say you so you answer be brain now. Later
Hmm.
on you know you are not reasoning because you are being an example of an idiot. Me sign a maker because someone or you say once I said it was you, I think it's even average Ghanaian and Sabakona Noir ubia any complain.
Yeah, problem.
But someone is thinking say on
Or no
only
one
generation
personal.
be bano.
Yeah.
It is a nipa so your chance no be penny.
Yeah, oba ju onu kwa ni oni na busia ho.
So I always say senti yenkwe Ghana yi no. So system na anye yi ama abuchi for me investments yi be ye business near the idea. Like
Hmm.
how until na be obi fra abuchi because stories amatia nipa na free abuchi akọ Ghana ko business and succeeding a very more.
Hmm.
And also
Yeah. Yeah.
but you two adjectives very more because like at a
Yeah,
point
those
now
yeah, experience in the doors pa.
because I always say oh it's good say what factor also so you enlighten the youth come to the UK in legal ways because so offer quite so now be draw tete for the mistake they did here said no more child trauma the visit visa and this so most of them are suffering who could pure more platforms so I bet you say you will never have a dream. You
Hmm.
understand?
Hmm.
Because and then we are now we are moving into a modern world. Ghana your system no. Se wo nipa no open so upgrade ho a. I would say a bed is so bad upgrade ho Ghana. Why is it say almost so mama be go abriche mo go school? Because they know where the world is going. Inti
Hmm.
kokora ne bana want me and my abriche nko school no. Dear na ye ya aboa no. Inti
Yeah.
it's like mona mo ne de mon komonim da de bia se mon ko pensa ne djuma ba enye obia ne bitima yen sa ne djuma obi wa
Hmm.
onimade enti they are telling me so do onimade a utimi so akoy wo abrochi anka obe wo Forbes news mu say wa invite
Yeah.
because of the system now finding who in it no
Ti by force on fan
obi
on
timi
to.
obi timi kan kwa asem chen say wa ko school na say impost wa kona ko bi wo
Koton.
djuma kona
Ah,
ko
koton
ton yi
indomie.
from the indomie
Koton
it's
so bolo ne fa full to go inside so ne. And you say
okay.
adwuma boni o, but sometimes baby independent so ade akodu no. Mama ni nya
Ogidi,
ne carry
Ogidi.
anye.
Say, between so because I kind of UT lazy. I say the person no nim answer. Before so be conclude so lazy. Ni panic and listen to the person's option. You are telling me say the best student from ABR, St. Monica's College, the
Mhm.
best student, when you overall best, What
Yeah.
we school ni posting, what teacher training you overall best, no, you posting. You tell me say it's any panel. Uncle business binye. Now he can make it in Ghana. Saa nipa who answer no case no because I've seen many best students no me CGPA no. If I try scholarship by myself me now when your scholarship no about say nkwaso. On say it's very sad. So on say our career go mu deny na chimote. Look at what our
Ah,
career America. You
yeah.
understand? So they be catch here so a young boy a young girl no is so a 40 years plus for no kwa de bia
Hmm.
Ubenya problem. Oh, me I always say me I understand them age factor because obi amati say we change in age na like
Yeah.
40 plus. I mean disrespect will be already 40 years, but I'm saying
Yeah.
say omo cancer answer no.
Yeah, most of the
That's
time
where
that age factor in on tell this come on, yeah.
because me who will be like 20 from the 25 to 35 or max we need say abuche
Yeah.
the near that because I always use that as example say ogidi who the one you speak positive things you understand
Yeah.
and I we are nipa bi I learned this from a Buddhist person or say
Hmm.
so we should be that the person is able to tell you one positive thing appreciate that person you understand because positivity. Oh,
Hmm.
nipa nim so catch you excel. So I say, it
Yeah.
is one
Yeah.
catch you on your body. but or the BB see what ebia sad day no asem na obeka na be bio han.
The be elevate you, yeah.
Yeah, it is that time I say they be you free minded, you open. Say akwa about chabe can some any kwan say akwa so say so me ko can say much. No, like Mobian, so you open, you are ready to listen to everybody. Listen to everybody. You know,
Yeah.
says I can't call 5 years, grab it my car, so maybe it's me bio light. You understand?
Yeah.
See, not all advice me always say I should be open minded. And Abroame,
Yeah.
me, Madame for no naka so gidu go ye be a deal we say, I'll never say so ye be good, we be see. Always say Charlie, yeah, be far. Give that
Nice
energy,
one.
support people. You understand? Today
Nice
be
one.
on the board about to say, Ogidi like
Yeah, I mean, sure,
say kamitie
pa.
wo ntem wo Ghana kebi abana nka mene efficacy for net eti omo table since because the kind of information I Ogidi I bet you say me Ogidi after say minya baby right na sana me who me life too senka me who ntem a kasa condemn cranky yentimi twi 1 month mpo Timmy Debbie, I'm can say the struggle I may be brought between 1 month, but since me who on my platforms, no,
Mm.
like maintain, but because Debbie, I'm also thought I can't be now so like some massa. And I watch a 1 month because okay, you see, me me find my phone now. I'm always on my phone. Debbie, me active on TikTok, too, but I'm always
Yeah.
listening to the other positive
Yeah.
things. You understand?
Positive, yeah. Yeah.
Me TikTok I be bare me PS5 now so online games. Me I don't go out. And your born me kwa boy. Me I don't do anything. I meet my fie the whole day. Me ye me
Yeah.
dwane. I don't buy food from outside. Me ye me dwane. Me ntia bas pass me ntia hwe. Me didn't need gumbo to you understand. Me and I need to hear me Jimmy. Sa ko de buy me Kobe. Last year buy me Kobe. You understand? Until because say come I say you know. I had day mean you ni unyesa. Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
journey be a mass and me any jena.
Ah, Bishop Mammy.
Me who they say be a mass and me any jeno. So you do any me ya.
Because me o gidi there okay me per se me there me ni gie me kwa bonchi akwa explore say me kwa tourist attraction ne most of the places you know me and them me ni gie nti me say UK has you know obo nse me pia enye club na me kwa no mate say o castle bi si baby me kwa kwa heden ni si wo ho ene ne me ni gie nti na friends e bia na obi an na ni
Because
gie
most of them no complain me who so many J one in mass and two clubbing. Because because
yeah
ka weekend so quite now me more Ghana I
yeah
don't do that.
me pe kwa
Because
na de
one
kwa o maso
uniform there show no you be na bit man. Sometimes also can say hey baby I depend finding home in a society where you
yeah
belong.
yeah
You understand?
yeah
See I always say it be a no anything that mark home my own because
nice
you
one
live in a country Ogidi. I bet you said me back home me home in Pabua down no lie. Ogidi. Champa boy, why too? 2 years new, me road out, and you
Wait,
shot here.
Trisa.
Show. Mr. Powell, Air Force, me Pabua and then Pabua because of say original this I let an Ukraine if you foot anyhow and if you understand? And see, maybe I'm just say me Ogidi. I won't lie, me family same
Hmm.
say, me Pabua me heard sent behind him. Me call me baby out me there. You understand? Oh,
Yeah,
weekends me now for chain. Obi also
yeah,
untimi now for some. And I'm so no. It depends on the kind of friends I know. My friend be a
yeah,
friend Derek. Or boy you might be but when your time see weekends or bam ho you did you fufu. You understand what I mean?
yeah,
You
yeah,
live your life because. On one of many programs, on one of music, but aside that, you who say you hustle, schedule see a PB go.
yeah. I
That's
know
the
there.
mentality because there is no end to money. So I say,
Yeah, hey, I know there. Yeah.
Obu I need answer obe be a business, but I mean, there be am kase new be on it me be a business. Say nyame, and she say me be a business, and you will now be to me for some a business ever far. Understand?
Nice one. Yami
Nature.
Japa, Kwabra. Yami Japa,
Mm.
bye. I know say you have a lot to say.
Oh,
You
did
best
it?
do be na near part two now. Feel because boys need also it me empower because
Oh,
that's
did it? Obi
negativity.
kase obi kase o twa am for abanko asu. Obi me obi a omo kase wi a
Oh,
omo nya
you
hwe
know, say
edimi body a om say na connection my phone. Ogidi, we your connection.
me and I'm a guy so be say me my money information at Jiska. Omra me come, you know, I don't care
Oh,
about those people,
I
no.
don't know.
And
When I only see omunya point be improve say what you're doing is wrong. I say omu ko good
yeah,
connection
into
man.
all the
And
work
then
show, yeah.
mem,
Say to me
and then
feel.
mem, and then mem, connection my brain and you understand?
Yeah, and you know
Unless
me
you
the be
want
am
to
say
know from.
I just show awareness. Maybe can't just say
Oh,
chinchina free Ghana too quiet. Maybe try opportunity say okuma say na waka fire say
so
me
the
dia
me
tell
team
ni.
life need to be a last. So I'm not can say na connection man for. I'm more interested in connection
Oh,
man
there,
for.
there, there.
And now over
Me
all
na
those
me
tickets the
can
free
me
that.
say why na say my money information my jiska. Me be crowd that say my man information me jiska there. Because me na
I
radio
say
do
no.
me ko pay me say radio ma me favor. Me ko ya na radio do be dia ma me. And you know why should I sell? Nah, me
Yeah,
nyasa.
just prove the right things. You understand?
Nah, me
Me de
nyasa.
me de be am castle. Ghana is not a bad place though. When you have a chance in two choir, work hard. You understand? But so when
Yeah.
you have a chance now, don't say yes you can make it in Ghana and you are making it in Ghana. Oh, if you're making it,
Hey,
hallelujah.
oh, can one dia fair enough. By
Me
oh,
de be
come
am
on, make it
okay.
na.
De be am castle. Ghana no. Omo won't mean be business. No, munima there no. Bro,
Hmm.
ni nyamu ni chroma say best students because so be a overall best students na there. Okay, me classmates. Say me call and I'm who say me overall best student or you business now that I'll be saying say why have you failed? Like you failed yourself. You understand?
Hmm.
Because business maybe you are making like 5,000, 4,000 because of say maybe any guarantee oh yeah sir.
Yeah.
But looking at you near a guy be amufa. Ogidi near your friend accounting like
Hmm.
accounting you know yes you or no na on yeah
I mean,
okay so me I always say oh business is good, but business very good though. But to enter into a business, oh, give me a business or SHS, so
hmm.
like business management, and yeah, easy. The back for business, you can feel so so more business now. But what are the policies or more like the revenue now? What
Workers,
nipa na
yeah.
workers near revenue. Now saying want to say woman the worker adding 51 billion.
Aish.
5.1 million Ghana cedis. Ɛwɔ ɛyɛ no so na sɛ April a
Da, and I mean, say, wow.
measure am on TikTok
Hey, I say, move, any blah blah.
51 billion
Ah,
5.1 billion Ghana cedis. Wonim the lady no there ɔde asi fie watɔ cars waboa ne boy na ama ne boy na si na asi fie ɔpapa fie o. But so how can you tell me say I'm like so what they make and I say
yeah.
you have to
Just
consider
here,
a lot
pa.
of things. You understand?
Yeah.
O petty trader business na yen any business o. Kesman, Kesman despite or more free businessmen, they are investors. You understand?
Yeah.
Because the kind of money now they have, no, I did be collapse. They put it like if be liquid assets. Or
Mm.
you go to say so. I hear good no I hear jitina. To share no what do we no. No or you so or more than investors. So when you do that level now, I didn't so be that level because you need partnership before so it's a whole
Hmm.
lot. Me boss, you
Yamisha,
know,
pa, kwabna. Yamisha, you
it's
best
a
have
whole
it.
lot.
That's all by. Yamisha,
That's
me
what
that's
it is.
all by. Right, Abushai, the Radin Yankupan, say one pempen, so the Ababedu. Me champion kwabna K ɛna ɛne ne di nkɔmmɔ no afei sɛ interview yi ɛwa nanso wetima hwɛ abɛduru ase a awurade nyankopɔn nhyira wo paa and I think sɛ woanya suahunu pii wɔ mu wonya subscribe yi a make sure sɛ wobɛmia subscribe button ne so na walike na wahyɛ sɛne ɛbɛyɛ obi so bɛnya this vital information na mekɔ so aka wo sɛ wola gh ɔno nko ara na seesei wopɛ Ghana gyesi no bi atɔ ɛwɔ aburokyiri a ɔno nko ara na ɛbɛtumi anya bi ama wo ama wetim atɔ so we UK, Germany, Italy, Canada, America, Australia, Canada, Ghana gyesi no papapaa wola GH saa nso na wowɔ UK wopɛ sɛ wode wo nneɛma firi UK kɔ Ghana na wode wo nneɛma nso firi Ghana ɛba UK a ne nyinaa ɛyɛ wola GH ɔno nko a ɛna ɛbɛtumi ayɛ saa services na ma wo yɛda Awurade Nyankopɔn ase wɔ pɛmpɛn so ɔde aba abɛduru media ne ogidi ogyi idea aka I know wisdom will take me somewhere one day Awurade Nyankopɔn boa hyia me next video